Good morning and welcome to the One Auto channel. My name's Rob. Today I've got in a Citroen C4 2006 Petrol. Customer complaint is that he's got a noise coming from the driver's front wheel. When he's doing about 40 miles an hour, turns it slightly to the left, he's getting a woo 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 sort of noise. He thinks it might be a bearing, so what we'll do, we'll take it out on the road test and see what we can hear. Okay, let's try this thing at the road. 40 miles an hour. Customer suspects offside front wheel bearing. Beautiful morning this morning. Nothing yet. Ah, there we go. That's right. When you turn left. Try it now. Can't quite hear it there, but up there on back there on the straight, I heard a sort of noise as I turned it to the left, so the weight went onto the right hand side. It sounds like it is coming from this front. Just hear it there. Let's get onto the main road. Go. Customer support, Aston Martin Racing. Yeah, I'll have a go in whatever's in the back of that truck. Yeah, just hear it. Yeah, definitely hear that. I'll get it back to the workshop, we'll get it on the lift and see what we find. Okay, so I've spent the last couple of minutes trying to find out where this noise is coming from. Checking for play up and down the wheel bearing, nothing there. Very, very slight bit of play up in the steering rack in the knuckle joint there of the tie rod. But this is a rotational noise. This is as you're going around the corner, and it increases, decreases with your speed. So give it a good spin. I can't really hear it. This is the trouble sometimes. In the workshop, you're just not going to find these noises. I can't recreate this noise going around a left-hand bend with weight on this vehicle. So I do suspect it could be a bearing. I'm going to take the wheel off, just check the brake out and see what we find. Okay, all I can see at the moment is some corrosion on this disc. I don't know whether that's going to cause it, probably not. I'll give it a wire brushing and we'll try it again. Failing that, I'll speak to the customer, price of a front wheel bearing, see if he wants to go for it. Or for me, an ideal situation is that take it away, let this noise progress, let it deteriorate a little bit more so we can identify it. But we'll try this wire brush first and see how we go. Safety. Okay, so just been at the road. We'll do the locking wheel. There we go. Just been at the road in this car again after wire brushing off all that corrosion, and no difference. Depends on what type of road surface you're on as well. If you're on a rougher road surface, it does seem louder, but it's definitely weight bearing related, like it would be when the wheel bearing is really humming at you. So I'm just going to check a few things to check. I'm sure it's got ABS, so we need an ABS bearing. I'll get some prices, get a price together for the customer, and let's see. Hopefully he'll have it done. Well, okay, how things turn around. Spoken to the customer. He's selling the car in a couple of months. The noise isn't that bad. He's going to leave it for now. He's asked me to do basically an oil and filter change and check his levels. So I guess this one's turned into how to change oil and filter on a Citroen C4. Let's do it. Okay, wheels back on, all torqued up to manufacturer spec. Engine's been running for a couple of minutes now. What I like to do is like to get the oil warm. It makes it a lot easier to drain out. It becomes a little bit thinner, more runnier, and just makes life a little bit simpler. So it's running now. Let's show you how we go about this. First of all, switch it off. So, what we need to do first of all, take our oil filter socket. I've got some special short sockets here. That is a 27mm. There we go, on an extension. And I'm putting that down on top of the oil filter casing. I'll get you a shot of that. Okay. This is where I'm at. Just down there. That's your oil filter. In this housing down here. So we're just going to put this on the top there. And give it some beans. Okay. That's it, that's got to move in. An idea to have a bit of rag handy, put that around the edge there, because as that comes up, you're going to get a bit of oil spillage. What we're doing here is we do this first to allow the oil to drain back into the sump. If you drain the oil from the bottom first, and you come back up to the top and you take the oil filter off, you find that the oil in the oil filter housing, then it's dirty oil is going into the sump, and then you're just putting your clean oil on top of that. So always do this to let that drain back down. So when you take the oil sump plug out, you're getting everything out. There's a bit of spillage, not to worry, we'll clean that up. There we have it. One housing, one oil filter. We'll just pull out of there we go. That's the oil filter. There's also a rubber O-ring around here that will change. This will come with the new filter. Okay, let's put it up in the air, drain that oil. Okay, I've just noticed down here that this oil, like I was talking about how it's supposed to drain, it hasn't actually drained. So what you have to do is give that centre piece of plastic a little wiggle. Let's give that a go, and we should see it drain away. There we go. That's lifted up, it's just stuck down in it. And there it is, just draining down into the sump. Okay, here we go underneath the car, and what I'm going to do first of all, spray off this oil that I spilt as the filter came out. Just a bit of brake cleaner. There we go. That's it, don't want to be leaving any of that for a customer. Okay, the sump plug on these, it's actually it's a hexagon, it's a 24mm. A 24mm socket will get this undone. In the centre there's a square. I've got a set of these. This is one that I've actually cut down for another job before, but still fits. That just goes in the centre, and I put my 19mm socket around the edge there. There we go. Just crack that loose. There we go. Now, just remember this is going to be pretty hot oil. There we are. We'll just let that drain away. Okay, that's just about all drained away now, so put the button back in. And tighten it up. Aluminium sumps. Really just, that's it, all you need, just a nip, don't kill it. The amount of ones of these I see that are over tightened, they come out, the threads are stripped, it's a nightmare, so be careful on that one. Okay, so I've just had the oil filter turn up for my local factors. This one's a Perflux filter. Part number L358A, if you needed to know. Anyway, let's get this swapped over. Take the old one out. Let's take this O-ring off. Get a little screwdriver underneath there, or nail. Just get that off of that. New one back on. Make sure you get it in the same groove as it came out of. Still got a bit of waste oil in there. Just rub a bit of oil. Clean or old, it's not going to matter, as long as it lubricates this O-ring. Let me just empty this bit of oil. Okay, so new filter is going in. Clicks in place. Put it in the car. Just feel the threads, make sure they're starting, try not to cross thread it. Okay, just feel that biting, so now I can wind it down with the tool. There's a torque setting on these, because they're only made out of plastic, it is actually written on the top. There's 25 Newton meters. End of the day, common sense. Do it up till it nips up. Don't kill it. Just bites there. A little tweak. That's all you need. There we go. Okay. Now I'll put some oil in it. Bit of cloth. This jug's handy with a long spout on it. If you haven't got one, use a funnel. Just saves you tipping it all over your engine, that's it. That's all it is. Well, they're going to take about 3.5 to 4 litres of oil. I've got 4 already prepared in this jug. There we are, should be enough. Leaving a bit in there. Give it a few seconds just to drain down, and then dip it. That is exactly, I don't know if you can see that, exactly on the dipstick maximum mark. So, what you'll find after putting those 3.5 litres in, when you start the engine and the oil pumps the oil round, it's going to fill this oil filter housing up. Usually, average, you lose about half a litre. It takes about, it holds about half a litre, that's what I'm trying to say. So we'll pop that in there, that's enough to start the engine. Look at the oil light, wait for that oil light to go out, switch it off, we'll check it again. Okay, that's going to be enough. This one actually hasn't got an oil light, but it's got a little digital display there that says oil OK, so check it again, give it a wipe. Okay, hopefully you can see that it's dropped about a third between the min and the max. It's about there. So we'll put just under half a litre to top that up now. That's going to see us. That's good. As you can see now, the oil is right up there on the maximum mark. That's where we want to be. So that's basically it. So while I'm under here, I'll be checking the coolant strength and the level, and also I shall be topping up the washer fluid. That's about it for this one. Unfortunately, the customer, he didn't want the wheel bearing doing. He's selling his car. I'm only here to do what they ask. I hope you've liked what you've seen. Please click the subscribe button. I'll be putting out some more videos as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.